Please can you put your hands together as we welcome Mr. Olukoyede Alonge, the Group Head of Human Resources, CFAS Group.
Good afternoon, everybody. I want to start by appreciating our visionary, the man who has brought all of us together here today, Mr. Kingsley and Naroki. Did I get that, Naroki?
Yes.
Yes. Please let me put your hands together for him. I'll start by quoting 3 people that inspire me a lot. The first is Steve Jobs. He said, and our chairperson mentioned him when she was here. So she mentioned his quote when he was here. He said, "We should stay hungry and stay foolish." Stay hungry and stay foolish. Somebody will say, "Foolish, foolish. Where does it come from? Foolish?" His own understanding of foolish is that we don't get so pumped up with knowledge. We think we don't know, we don't need to know anymore, that we know it all. He said we should stay hungry for more achievements. Because no matter how much we know, there's still a lot more to know. Because the biggest room in the world is the room for improvement. Does anybody agree with me?
Yes.
Secondly, I want to quote someone very dear to me, Martin Luther King. He said, "All humanity is caught in an inescapable bond of mutuality, so that I cannot become what I want to be unless you are what you want to be. And you cannot become what you want to be unless I am what I want to be." Those 2 quotes, particularly the second one, makes me convinced that neither you nor I can do life alone. We all need each other to survive. Does anybody agree with me? The last one is a poem. This poem looks like a poem for women, but I don't think it's for women alone. I think it's for everybody. No men like pretending that we are strong, isn't it? Even when something is hitting us in the leg. In fact, if a man actually cries, people say, "Be a man. Men don't cry," isn't it? So listen to this poem. I hope it inspires you. It has inspired me. It was written by Marianne Williamson. It says, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not sell the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. It's very available everywhere. It's on the internet everywhere. So I want to encourage you to find it and to read it for yourself. It inspired me because it told me that the strongest person, the person that can make the most impact in my life, is me. It also told me that the person whose failure to make an impact in my life can cost me the most is also me. And that's where my address will center today. But let me be a little bit more formal. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm standing on existing protocol. My name is Olukoyede Alonge. I'm the Group Head of Human Resources for CFAS Group. I bring greetings from my chairman, Dr. Taiwo Afolabi, who was 63 yesterday. And I thank you very much. And I also bring greetings from my female boss in the office, our Group Coordinating Director, Madam Wumi Eniola Jegede, who is unavoidably absent here today, and she also sends her greetings to us. So good afternoon, distinguished guests, esteemed honorees, industry trailblazers, most importantly, the phenomenal women that are gathered here to celebrate. It is truly an honor to stand before you. I must thank the organizers of this program, particularly Mr. Kingsley and ROK, for consistently creating platforms that not only spotlight women, but also centers them. A platform where motherhood, womanhood, leadership, and legacy meets with power and purpose. Today, I would like us to start. Thank you. I would like us to start with personal reflection, and I would use my organization as an example of that. At CFAS Group, I have the privilege of serving as the Group Head of Human Resources, and every day I witness the extraordinary value that women bring at every level. Our Group Coordinating Director, a brilliant, bold, and strategic woman, leads by example, setting the pace for excellence and innovation. Our HR team has a total of 5 or 6 men, and we are about 30 something. So the majority is women, and it's a privilege to work with them. I have found working with women very interesting and very exciting. Of course, there are challenges, just like working with men. Correct or correct? There are challenges everywhere. I'm of the opinion that women do not work against women. I'm of the opinion that women support women. I'm of the opinion that there's no difference between the way a woman works with a man and with the way she works with other women. I always say that the only thing that makes it appear as though there's a fight between women is that not too many women are in the workplace. And so, because they are so few, when there's a quarrel between two of them, it's so prominent because they are not very many. But I also remind myself and remind others who care to listen that it is not likely a woman that will drop juju on the seat of another person. Most of the people that do that are men doing it to men. The people who employ people to kill somebody when he's going to his house because they want to get a post. I've not heard yet. I've not heard yet that a woman did something like that. Maybe it will happen tomorrow, I hope not. But I've not heard yet that a woman does something, will do something like that. And I notice that whenever things like that happen, we don't talk about manhood. We don't talk about whether men support men. Do you notice that? Right? When a man assassinates another person, or a man is assassinated, they don't say it is the men in his office that are against him, and because he's a man, men are not supporting men. You know, we don't say that. We don't say, how can these people be assassinating themselves? It's not good. We don't want that in our polity. Is that not so? But if a woman tries that, we will say women are always fighting women. Women don't like women. I think it's a stereotype, and I think it's time for you to stop. I've worked with women. I was employed, the first time I was employed, it was a woman that interviewed me. The toughest interview I've ever had in my life. I had it with a woman. And she battered me in that interview very much. I got the job, but it was very tough. By the time I got to know her, I learned why it was tough. You know, because when I want to go for interviews, I pray. I believe in God. So I do prayer. And when I pray, God tells me what to prepare. And so when I prepare what God tells me to prepare, it's not. I've not failed an interview before. They always ask what He told me to prepare for. But when it was this woman, I couldn't get what was coming on. She was just giving me left, right, and center. I was able to answer, but not as confidently as I usually do. I got the job, and I was posted to work with her. I now found out why. She was a pastor. So the place where I was getting power from is the same place she was getting power from. So the equation was balanced. Pastor Agatha, if she is here listening to it, or if she's anywhere, I salute her any day, anytime. So I love and respect women. Of course, you will have seen or will have guessed that my mother is a woman, isn't it? The best woman in the whole world. Yes, that woman is better than all women because she's my mother. She was one that I came from. Yes, and of course, you know, I have a managing director at home. My wife. She's just like my mother. I don't know. Do you experience that your wife is just like your mother? I don't know. So I'm blessed, right? To continue that. The point I'm trying to make is this: women are wonderful. I remember when I was doing my work, they asked us a question. They said, would you, it's the way they coined that question, would you like a woman to be president of Nigeria, and state reasons why? I've forgotten the way they tested it, they coined it. Of course, there were other options, but that was the option I chose. I chose it in mock, I chose it in WAEC, I chose it in NECO. I chose it in all of them, and that was what I answered. That's what gave me my A in English and gave me university. And I answered it because I really truly believe it. If for any reason, let's try women now. We have been trying women since. Have we? If for any other reason, let's even try diversity. Have we? Diversity is the spice of life. So it's time for us to give opportunity for women to shine, and women to have their say. Now, so you from everything I've said now, am I for women? Yes. Do you think I'm for women? Yes. You may not know me, but I have evidence. My staff, I came with one of my staff. You ready? Please help me appreciate her. Yes, you can ask my wife, and then you can ask my staff. But I want to say some things now that you may not like. That's why I started with the one that you like. I want to challenge you. Our theme today is accelerate action. I think it's like the chairperson said, it's very hard. But I want to put it to us that nobody can empower you like you can empower yourself. I want to put it to us that one of the reasons why we are not yet where we're supposed to be is because we are not yet self-empowered as much as we should be. You can have all the empowerment program put together and still not be empowered. We have people sleeping with empowerment, waking up with empowerment every day, yet they are as unempowered as possible. A man, billionaire, not selfish man, very caring man, taking care of his family, doing everything for his family. After like 40 years living with his marriage, with his wife, he now dies. This man was not selfish, he was giving. And then the woman is in trouble because she doesn't have anything, she doesn't know anything. I think that we need to stop that kind of scenario. And then you now see the family trying to take this and take it because she doesn't even know where to keep the will. She doesn't even know where the will is. She doesn't even know where the property is. She doesn't even know anything about what is going on. Meanwhile, this man was a very wonderful husband. I think we need to stop that. I'm all for going to court. I mean, I'm HR, right? So we do a lot of next of kin, dependence. I'm all for that. I'm all for supporting, making sure the woman gets all the benefit. I'm all for that. But more important than that is the woman herself being empowered. So the theme of this year of the program is Accelerate Action. It is more than just a call to move faster. Yes, it's more than just a call to move faster. You can be, if you are in the wrong direction, if you are facing the wrong direction. For example, I say I want to go to Ibadan, and then I face Badagry. Does anybody know when I will get to Ibadan? Then I came for this program, and they say, accelerate action. Then I now put accelerator on that my road to Ibadan, to Badagry. When will I get to Ibadan? So what's the first thing I should do? Anybody? I need to make a U-turn. So we need to make sure we are facing the right direction. Then we accelerate. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
It says as a reminder that progress must no longer be treated as a tentative or optional or scheduled at one's convenience. It must be deliberate, non-negotiable, consistent, and resolute. Acceleration means that moving beyond good intentions. It means moving intentionally in the right direction. Today, symbolic gestures are no longer enough. And I want to appeal to women about these symbolic gestures. Actually, we that are men, think you like symbolic gestures. So we give you symbolic gestures. And you seem to appear very excited. And then we use it to distract you for the next 10 years. Symbolic gestures will not do anything. Actually giving you the power to have a support, for example, ensuring that every girl is educated. Is enlightened to know her right from her left. But if you are not doing that and you are just giving a very nice speech, man of God, not doing anything. Those times for symbolic gestures are over. They are gone. With all due respect to the United Nations, they talk a lot. They do very little. They talk a lot. Plenty talk. This thing is not really about talk. It's about action. And we want to see those actions. It means having a smart plan, gaining traction, building momentum, and delivering impact. Empowerment is no longer a charitable act. It is now a strategic imperative. Any organization, government, or leader who underestimates the power of empowerment, especially women empowerment, does so at its own risk and at its own peril. However, empowerment starts from the person. The ability of an individual to empower herself is the greatest form of empowerment known to humanity. Critical values that a person who wants to empower himself must pay attention to. Number one, truth and integrity. Truth and integrity. You know, there's a battle on truth now globally being led by the US. Where they will tell you that today is Thursday, right? Today is Thursday. They will tell you. Good. Today is Wednesday. They will tell you today is Sunday. And you are seeing they will say it in such a way that even you're saying that today is Wednesday is a problem, and that is a lie. The lie has become true, and the truth has become a lie. Integrity. Something happened somewhere. Let me not say where. In my own profession or professional discipline, if I do something for you, I'm just doing my job. You don't need to give me anything. So you know how we used to do now, our Nigeria, when you want to do contracts, they will now come and meet me and say, hey, okay, you can arrange your own separately. I say, don't bother. You see, the thing you can do for me, just get this job done and done very well. So, like I used to do now, my people know that I used to do that. Or at least I thought my people knew that that's how I used to do. And some people package brown envelope. I took it for granted that everybody already knows. So somebody came to tell me that they want to give me something up. But I was busy doing this, I was training. So I said, okay, just put it in my bag, So they put it in my bag, and so I carry it home. That was a Friday. I didn't check it that Friday, I didn't check it on Saturday. I was just in the room with my wife. And I said, somebody put something in my bag now. And now took it. I opened it. It was new, my notes. I closed the set. I said, hey, this is want to put me in trouble. Hey. And I called the person. I said, you didn't tell me it was money that you collected now. He said, that even the man even gave all of them two in the tea. I said, hey, I'm in trouble. I said, pack everything. Now. You must return it on Monday morning. That's why I reached office Monday morning. I pack my own, get there! Return it immediately! And I gave order like a boss. That's how I thought the thing has closed. So, about 4-5 months after, those people said, some of them have left the company. Something that happened. I was now quoting that matter that they even brought money to us and we rejected it. We sent it back. They look at me like this and say, the way they looked at me, I felt that there's something going on here. I now went to ask my people, say, that money I see you should, did you take it back? They smiled. These are people very close to me, they smiled. I said, what happened to it? They said they shared my own amongst themselves. Who knows that story in the Bible? Who knows that story in the Bible? What does it resemble? Which story does it resemble? Gehazi, Abi? Gehazi. Unfortunately, these people were women. Truth and integrity, it will cost you. I'm not a millionaire, but I will not shop what will kill me. It will cost you. Truth and integrity, number one. If you can't do truth and integrity, you are not planning to go far in this journey of empowerment. Because in this empowerment thing, you will see a lot of opportunities to do a lot of funny things. Number two, proactiveness and responsiveness. You need to be proactive. If you are going to change people, change yourself first. Correct? If you are going to lead others, or a man of God, lead yourself. A woman of God, lead yourself first. I was taught by one of my mentors that the greatest level of leadership is self-leadership. Then I was taught by another mentor that the greatest level of leadership is not self-leadership, it's mind leadership. You need to know your mind. You need to take your time to know your mind. A lot of people live up to 78, they don't know anything about the way their mind is working. And so their mind is directing their lives. Actually, their mind is living the way their father who had died 50 years ago lived. He's been programmed, their mind has been programmed to live the way their father lived. And so they are doing everything their father did to their mother. Doing everything their father did to them. They are doing it to their children, they are doing it to their wives, they are doing it to their husbands. They don't even realize that they are not living their life. They are living the life of that old man that has died 20 years ago. You don't know your mind. It's important to sit down and do a study of your mind. They call it introspection. You are inspecting your inside, your thoughts, the way you think. Stephen Covey said that is the distinguishing factor between an animal and a human being. Animals cannot introspect. They can't think about the way. A dog cannot ask himself, why am I barking? He can't change and say, okay, I don't want to bark today. I want to meow. If you see a dog meow, what will happen? You run away, isn't it? He can't even pretend that he's meowing. Do you know the only people that can introspect? Human beings. Human beings. We have the ability to choose. I can choose to bark. Woo, woo. I can sigh like a snake. I can do all that because I have the power of choice, the power of thinking. I don't know how long I will have to do this, but please know this if you don't hear any other thing I say. Your contribution is your stay.
Yes.
No contribution, no rights.
Very right.
No contribution, no rights. And the quality of your contribution is based on the quality of your learning. That's where we are going back to our chairperson. If you don't know stuff, your contribution will be light. I know there are some women that their husbands, their family is trying to hold them down. And that's where we need to do intervention. How about those of us that our husbands, our family is pushing us? Go and do, and we are not doing. We are not doing. You are sleeping beside a billionaire every day. And then after 10, 20, 30 years, the man goes and you go. Even though you are alive, you are gone. Because you don't know nothing. No, we are better than that. We are better than that. Number 3, that's proactiveness. I was talking about proactiveness on number 2. And that is, proactiveness allows you to think about your life. What if my husband goes today? What will happen to me? What will happen to the children? I ask my wife that every day. I said, yeah, what if I disappear tomorrow? Can you hold the family? Anytime I have the privilege, sometimes you may be broke. I don't know how many men in there. I know all these people here, they are billionaires, but me sometimes I may not have money. Anytime I don't have money like that, and I say, do you have something? And she gives me, oh, you see the way I'll be too big, I'll be happy, excited.
That's the beauty of marriage.
Yes.
Do you pay back?
Of course, more than anyone can. I can give you her phone number, she will tell you. She's excited to give me because she knows she will get more.
Yeah.
Remember, I've made up my mind for a long time. But my wife cannot beat me when it comes to giving. It's not possible. I'll finish her when it comes to giving. If you give me 10 like this, I give you 1 billion. It's geometric progression. Yes, I will tell you, I've said it in front of her. Yes, that's my own personal decision. Right? Number 3, responsibility. I know if I ask us for responsibility now, we will most likely say that responsibility is the act of taking care of things, making sure that you are accountable for something. Correct? That is responsibility in truth. But can I share something else with you about responsibility? That word responsibility can be broken into 2 words. The first one is response. The second one is ability. Responsibility. Ability to respond appropriately. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, ma'am. Majority of us, when we want to do anything, including listening to people, including making policy, these things I'm telling you, they are in global policy now. We are very reactionary. We don't listen. And when we pretend to listen, we only listen to respond. We don't listen to understand. And because I'm not listening to you, you are not listening to me, I will act based on what I think you said. You will act based on what you think I said. Then there's crisis everywhere. Say, I gave her chance to talk. She did not talk. You did not listen. Yes, I spent 1 hour. You did not listen. One of the reasons why men seem to be edging women a little in some places is that you see a child can be crying here now, and a man is working on his laptop. You know go hear that child. I'm telling you, you know go hear that. You see that last code he wants to put, he go put that first before he remembers say the king day. The woman will come from the room and say, "I can't you hear him?" You see the way a man is wired. Is wired to compartmentalize. Women don't seem to be able to compartmentalize. What differentiates a genius from somebody who is not a genius is ability to compartmentalize and say, okay, this is where I am now. I'm not saying you should lose your motherly instincts. I'm saying you should add something to yourself. And that is mindfulness. Deciding what should be in your mind per time. As I'm talking to you now, some of us are thinking of school fees. They are thinking of your children, they are thinking of head wrap, they are thinking of your edu, they are thinking of your dress, they are thinking of so many things at the same time. You find out that you are contributing to all those things at the same time, so the final output is less than what you would like. If you will reduce, it's just like a man having 15 children and is earning 1 million naira. Another man having just 1 child and is earning the same 1 million naira. Please, sir, who will be able to invest more in his child? Number 4, discipline beyond motivation. A lot of us, you know, as I'm talking now, the feedback I'm getting from you is that the thing is entering. I mean, now lie. Now lie. Only 20% of you are listening to me. After we finish from here, only 5% of you will go back to what you wrote down. You see, not see your writing. You don't move me because only 5% of you will never see it again. In fact, some of you are writing it in toilet roll, so it is even lost here before you leave here. By next week, if I ask you anything I said, you won't remember again. Discipline. You have to have a plan. Is this thing this man is saying useful for me? Can he help me? Can he help my family? Can he help my progress? Write it down. How do you want to recall it? MMS, are you recording? Oh, good. So that's something that you should have. Be deliberate. And a lot of people have tape. They have a lot of stuff. They have never listened to it. That you have the tape does not mean that you listened. That you listened does not mean that you remembered. That you remembered does not mean that you have done it. Do you see that there's a distance? Before it can actually help you. So be deliberate. What I'm doing now will most likely eat on your motivation nerves. You will know. If you don't put some definite steps between now and tomorrow and next tomorrow and next month, you will not be disciplined. Number 5, grit, resilience, courage. Hello, man. We need grit. What is grit? Ability to stand on something and say, this is the right course. Even though I die, this is the course. Resilience. By ability to wait for the germination of what you have planted. Stay there, even though the times are tough and things are shaking. You started a business, it's not working, it doesn't look as if it is working. Stay there! In the morning, you started a wedu business. In the afternoon, you notice that somebody is doing a photo attack. You move to a photo attack. In the evening, you notice that somebody is doing computer. You move to computer. In the next day, you notice that somebody is doing aeroplane. You go to aeroplane. You cannot make anything. You can't make anything. People who succeed are people who stay. You must have staying power. And it takes courage to stay. Hello? It takes courage to stay. Number 6, emotional intelligence. What is emotional intelligence? Ability to understand people's emotions and to act according to that understanding to meet people's needs. Ability to understand. Somebody said emotional intelligence is being in somebody's shoes. No, it's not. Because you can't be in the shoes. So a doctor that is treating you now, somebody that has HIV, for example, and the doctor is treating the HIV person, the doctor can never be in his shoes. Yes. Can he? Yeah. But he can understand it. Yes. And how does he understand it? He go and study. What are the things that people who have HIV, what are the things they experience? So you understand it. Then you go and speak to somebody who has HIV, and then you say, okay, it's like that, then you understand it. Children need 3 things from their parents. At the point between age 0 and 6, they must be provided. If they are not provided, their child will likely not develop the way it is supposed to deliver. Number 1, they need someone to believe in. They need someone to believe in. You see, when that child is looking at you like this, he's trying to make sense. Where am I? Because the place we brought him out from, it was nice. It's dark. It's just he was not dealing with darkness and sound. Now he's seeing different images, seeing a lot of light. He wasn't used to light. So he's trying to understand. He needs to have somebody to believe in so that he can know something to coalesce around. Okay, this is right. Without talking, your child is learning so much. Number 1, somebody to believe in. Somebody that, yes, is sure. Something that is true. If you don't give your child something that is true from the beginning, he will live a life believing in nothing. So that person that is living and acting as though he doesn't believe in anything, he has no principles. It's not at adult age that he had the problem. The problem started from childhood. Number 2, They need something to believe in. Something to believe in. What are you teaching the children? This morning I called my daughter. I said, "Yeah, let us come and pray together." She was sleep praying. Okay, no problem. But just be praying there. Me, I'll be praying it loud. You'll be praying it from sleep. No problem. But at least something in her mind. Why? Because many years ago, I remember that my mother would be disturbing me with prayer. And I can see the product of that prayer. Something to believe in. Why can I see money? Man, I need money. Oh. I need serious money. Yet I saw money. They gave me money. Like I said, no, people should not take it. Because there's good money and there's bad money.
Yes.
You can't believe all money is the same. You can't believe all money is the same. If you believe all money is the same, something happened from childhood. Number 3, children need somewhere to believe in. Have you noticed that your children like to run a bit? I don't know. They like to run away from home. Like to run away. Once it is holiday like this, they are gone. You are not giving them a culture. You are not giving them a ritual, a family ritual. Do things with your children, particularly when they are still young. Because when they are teenagers and you tell them to come, they are not going to come. Even if it is enjoyment, what you think is enjoyment. Or do it when they are small. Our chairperson has said that the theme is art. Accelerate action. It's not enough for you to clap. It's not enough for you to attend such meetings as this. You need to make a decision. Life is about decisions. Where are you? Where are you right now? In all that I've said, please can you help me conduct what we call a SWOT analysis of yourself? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are your opportunities? And what are your threats? Strengths and weaknesses are internal components. Opportunities and threats are external components. If you take care of the internal, the opportunities will be under the external will be under your control. If you don't take care of the internal, the external will rule you. Do that for yourself. Before we leave today, I'm available, I'm still here. If for any reason you have not gotten to this level, I will gladly sit down and put you through. You need to do it. Thank you very much.
Please, can we make it louder? Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Kayode. Thank you.